This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the chairman and CEO of Mawson Resources, Mr. Michael Hudson. Mike, how are you this morning?
Beautiful day here down under, and looking forward to it, Gerardo.
You know, it's not often nowadays that I get caught by surprise. I usually am anticipating news, and with Mawson, I've been anticipating the resource update, which we know is due here hopefully in a couple of weeks. I've been anticipating a resumption of exploration in Finland. I know that's ongoing. I've been anticipating, obviously, exciting drilling from Australia, so I knew we would have at least two programs of drilling this year and a resource estimate, and that was plenty exciting in this gold bull market. But the news today caught me a little off guard. You care to share how we're going to end up with at least 3 drill programs this year?
Exactly. Well, we're explorers, Gerardo, and you can think of exploration like a triangle, I suppose, and down the bottom of the triangle, it's wider and broader, and you're bringing lots of projects in, and you're trying to de-risk them and advance them, and you can think of the pointy end of the triangle as a mine, and we're always trying to advance projects up towards that pointy angle or pointy end, and Finland is getting close to that pointy end. Australia well, the Victorian assets specifically are lower. We know we haven't got resources there, and we've got a drill rig turning up shortly within the next week or two, and geophysicists are going crazy on the ground at the moment. So we're trying to work that up towards that stage, and then we've got a number of other projects in our back pocket, if you like, that we've been working up over the last number of years at very low cost, but doing the big broad data collection, opening up new search spaces, and there's no better place to be than where this news came from, which is Mount Isa, which is one of the most prolific metal-endowed parts of the world that extends undercover, and literally, again, nobody's looked.
It's incredible, right? And so you've been granted $200,000. You were among 24 companies to receive Queensland state government support for exploration focus, as the release details, on new economy minerals, including silver, copper, and gold. So you get 200 grand, and you're going to be drilling when, Mike?
Before the end of the year, and hopefully a long time before the end of the calendar year, September, October, I think is how it's looking. We're just finalising drill contracts and the like. So this is 100% funded to drill. So this is a high risk target, no doubt, undercover, where there hasn't been a hole within tens of kilometres of this gravity anomaly. Gravity measures the change in density of the subsurface. There's a higher gravity pull, if you like, around denser bodies, and bodies are denser for a number of different reasons. They may be intrusive rocks versus sedimentary rocks. They may have a lot of magnetite in them, or a heavy mineral, or they may have a lot of sulfide, which is generally associated with either any of those commodities, silver, gold, copper, etc. So we've got to drill test it, and Mawson shareholders have the full upside here, without any cost to the shareholder. So it's a fantastic result, and we're very thankful to the Queensland government, who has put together this super boosted exploration package that is looking to increase activity in their state through exploration, the engine of the mining business, to make new discoveries and create new jobs.
Can we talk about the target? You mentioned it's a high risk, obviously, exploration target, but you're surrounded by South 32. I mean, this is elephant country, as you describe it in the release, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're a long strike and parallel to Cannington. Cannington was a discovery made in the 90s. During the early 2000s, for many, many, many years, it was the single largest silver producer on Earth. It's still a top 10 producer today. It's something like there's 750 million ounces of silver in that deposit, or something like that. It's absolutely huge, and we're exploring for another one of those. Notwithstanding, we don't really know what's underneath that cover, so there's an assumption. And the other major deposit style up there is these iron oxide copper gold deposits, which like Ernest Henry is probably the best example, and that's been very similar to Cannington, made the discovery made at a similar time, and still one of the world's super mines. So it's a high risk target, but we'll get a chance to see the rocks for the first time since 1.7 billion years when they were formed.
That's exciting. That's exciting. I mentioned the resource update that we're expecting. I mentioned exploration in both Finland and Australia. How are things coming along on those three fronts?
Yeah, all go. The resource is we've always said August, and that's what we're planning for, and you'll see that come soon. The Australian side of things is really what has most people excited at the moment in the company, and we just started with our geophysical crews on the ground this week. I was just out in the field the last few days. Drill rig is turning up within the next week or two, as I mentioned. It's just finishing another job, and then going to Mobilay Creek, where we'll drill some holes and then move on to Redcastle. So we'll be drilling consistently through this year when that rig turns up here in Victoria, and testing these super uber high grade systems that nobody's cared for until relatively recently, of course, with Fosterville making their fantastic discoveries, and we feel we have at least another shot at making one or two more of those in the ground that we have.
Excellent. Mike, I believe the next time you and I speak, and we speak often, we'll be looking at a $2,000 gold price. Is there anything else that you'd like to add before I let you go?
3 drilling programs in 3 world class terrains really is what we can look forward to here, plus the resource upgrade. As you said, we're fully funded, we've got a gold market, and this is the time that we love to be in, where exploration is being rewarded, and we've got lots of rigs. That's how you find these things turning.
Fantastic. Mike, good stuff as always. Thank you for the update.
Thanks, Gerardo.